Cheryl Janine, performance coach and personal branding specialist. Today, I want to talk to you about the pivotal moment that saved me from quitting my business many years ago. I know as entrepreneurs, we face many ups and downs and turnarounds. And in 2014, I almost quit my business because I only made $1,000 after expenses the previous year. It was a hard year, and that's an understatement. My credit was in a deeper hole than ever before. My rental property needed to be fixed up, and I didn't have the money to renovate it. I fell behind on my house payments, the house that I was actually living in, and that ended up going into foreclosure. But as far as my business was concerned, I was doing all the things that I thought was right, including what I saw everyone else doing, but nothing was working. So the only thing I really gained was overwhelm and chaos, which was chipping away at my confidence. And finally, I felt like I had lost all control. So I had a sweet reminder from a dear friend that told me that I was stronger than what I felt at that moment. And she told me, she said, don't cry during working hours. Keep your blinders on and keep moving. And that stuck with me forever, because what I noticed was that everything that I was feeling and everything that I was going through was affecting my productivity, my performance, and my leadership, which was causing me more stress and disappointment. I needed a new level of support that I hadn't received before. And this changed everything for me, including my energetic response to what I wasn't allowing and what I was allowing to show up. So I put down the one-size-fits-all approach and started doing things in the right order. So I leaned into my logic and I worked my magic all at the same time. I do believe that we are magical beings, we are divine beings, and we can co-create and make this thing work. So I did my first online summit and grew a list of 1,000 people, 1,000 quality leads, which took me from basically nothing to a 5-figure month. My biggest takeaway from that experience was that when you build a list of buyers, you can set up a few emails and have all your bills paid for the month, everything taken care of. But the most important step was me surveying my list, because knowing exactly what they wanted, I was able to create those offers, which harvested me big expansion. I teach clients this same strategy for a few reasons. You need multiple avenues to call in clients and create sales. I mean, sometimes we get stuck in our head about doing something one way or the same way over and over. But when that dries up, then we get stuck. But we have to understand that things change. People's needs change, and we're evolving all the time. So the same way we were doing things in 2020 is going to be different from the way we do things today. If you can't be visible on social media for whatever reason at any given time, your messages can still reach the people that you want to serve and get you paid. I am not a fan of being a slave to social media. So creating different ways to get paid makes so much sense, especially when we're so caught up into doing different things and having different roles in our lives, personal and business. And unpredictable algorithms can keep you hidden, thinking you have to get creative again and again just to be seen. And that is far from the truth. I had a client just last year who only relied on a referral network for clients for the past few years, which started to wear out. She had 2 business coaches and still no strategic way to bring in qualified clients. I'm not sure what they were doing, but she was lost. Messaging was out the door. Everything was a mess. And she had to connect the dots and try to bring this all back in. So we worked together and we got it all dialed in. We used LinkedIn as her primary platform to make connections and book out her calendar. So she had a better understanding of how to talk to people, build these relationships, and also have conversations that turn into cash. She hired a VA to do all the heavy lifting with appointment setting up her systems, and all the things. We curated her aligned live event and her funnel for her lead flow with follow-up email sequences. So everything was set up on autopilot and she was good to go. She didn't have to do any extra work. Everything was set up. All she had to do was show up. Now, multiple 6 and 7 figure influencers promoted her to their audiences and communities, which increased her list size by 1,433 people from this one event. And she also sold several containers. This was life-changing for her because she had never experienced anything like this. Like I said before, she was only dealing with referrals. So to grow her email list this big from one event and sell out her containers, she was in complete amazement. And even after the event, she went on to close 2 partnership deals that brought in 6 figures and 3 paid speaking opportunities, all within 6 months' time. I was feeling like a proud mama. But really, I have seen people do these events. They build a large list. They do all the things that they need to do, but they burn out afterwards. And so they fall flat. So I was incredibly supportive and proud of her for pushing through and achieving what she achieved with this event and actually keeping it in motion, like keep going, because you never want to stop serving the people that are showing up for you. You want to keep showing up for them too. Now, this is a simple organic method, and if you want to book high value clients every month and close deals on repeat, let's do it. Let's chat. Please reach out. I'm here to support you. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will talk to you soon.